Hello. Hi. How are we doing? Can you hear me? Maybe I should go to the chat. Hi, everybody. Hello. Please let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Okay, sweet. Who do we got today? There she is. We got Bloom, Aditi, Anna, Anu, Lauren, Paulina, Agnes, Abby, hello, Hannah, Amelia, Dina, hey, Ali, Kutsia, hello, Anu, Lizzie, Danny, Liana, Maddie, Fatima, Bent, Vamp, TJ, Heyoka, Hannah, Melissa, Emily, Clarissa. Ooh, I love it when it rhymes. Vanessa, oh my God. Amelia, Marnie. Sarah, Brandon, what up? Lizzie, I think I saw it already, but hello again. Sean, Shyla, Hannah, Blanca, Angela, Judith, Trixie, Salinas, Melinda, Kitty, hello. Anita, Erica, Amira, Shirazre? I hope I said that right. Next Lifetime, Brandon, hello. Consta, Earthchild, oh my gosh, I made it through. Hi, everybody. Happy Mindset Monday. How are ya? I know, hey, okay. Said like Mambo number 5 in here. I was thinking the same thing. or Freak a Leak. That's what it was. It was like Freak a Leak. That's how it felt. Felicia. Okay, Raylight. Oh, thanks for the compliment on my glasses. I felt like wearing them today. And my necklace was a gift from my friend Tara. Thanks, Tara. I don't know if you watched this, but if you do, I wear the necklace you gave me. Thank you. Hello, Shruti. Hello. Lorelai, I haven't caught us live in a long while. Well, welcome, Lorelai. Glad you're here. Where are the glasses from? These are from Zenni Optical, and they are prescription. So if you you can get them with or without a prescription. So they're great for everybody. Aditi, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Alex just got out of school. Yay! Time to celebrate. So yes. Speaking of which, what have we manifested this week? What are we celebrating? What have we manifested? What can we where our accolades due? Let us know what you've successfully manifested this week, or any kind of movement you've seen, any kind of just sticking to your program, maybe falling off and catching yourself and getting back on it. Like what have we done? S. Rutherford, thank you very much. Vivica is starting school in a whole new state. Awesome. Oh, Visayas, hello, welcome back. Oh, you have reporting to do for us. I'm excited. Heyoka. Oh, is there another Heyoka? Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. I'm gonna have to pay attention to Heyoka. OG Heyoka has the yin yang mental note. Manifested, constant manifested a job. Yes, proud of you. Besides, I haven't really seen much, but I'll keep at it. So let's turn that into, I've seen great movement, or I'm seeing movement and it's amazing. If you're saying you're not seeing much, then that's going to manifest, right? So it's like this is the analogy I've been giving my clients over the weekend. Okay. Imagine that you're in like a hotel room and a motel room, and next door is a motel room, and they've got like a glass to the wall. And everything that you think and say is like, think about in your motel room, call it your mind. You're speaking aloud everything that you think and say, okay? The people in the next motel room over have a glass on the wall, and they're hearing what you say out loud, your thoughts and the things that you say out loud. They're hearing all of that. And it's like one guy going, okay, and just like verbatim spitting back what you're saying. And then now she's eating a taco. Oh, she feels fat. She wishes she had. Now she feels like she's not going to be able to stay on her diet. She's thinking about dessert. Now she probably should just eat the whole weekend. And so they're conveying your stream of consciousness. And then you got a guy over here, like a stenographer, typing it all out. They could be the same person. Doesn't really matter. Overhearing, typing, stenographer, who is then taking that transcription, mailing it to you over in that next room again. When you open up that letter, you're opening it up and you're like, oh, damn, I ate a taco. I felt so fat. I remember this day. I was thinking, oh, I just wanted to, man, I should probably, eat some ice cream because I'm feeling really shitty. They're over here again, overhearing you talk about the letter you're reading about the last time you had taco. Okay. So anyways, the point of this whole analogy is that there's this cyclical thing going on. So even when you're talking about your present, you're actually talking about your past. And while that's going on, the universe, the thing that's creating the 3D rendering of your stream of consciousness, is overhearing that, thinking that, and just giving you more of it, because that's the job it does. So anyways, even while you're reading your letter about what happened yesterday or explaining to us where you are, you want to be cautious of how you're talking about it, because those words are going to manifest. You're going to get another letter in the mail about that. And then this time, go ahead and read it out loud, because you're going to say, so let's say I got the letter in my head. I got the letter and it says, she ate tacos. She did this and this. I'm going to look at it and be like, oh, she ate tacos. She loved it. She felt so good after it. She wanted to go for a run, or it inspired her to get on a meal plan or find a really healthy taco recipe. Now she feels even better about herself. Maybe I'm saying that out loud as I'm reading this old letter, because I'm not going to let it trip me up. And now that's what they're overhearing, and that's what they're recording. And then the next letter I get, ooh, she feels really good. She loves to eat because food makes her feel amazing. Food connects her to herself. Food makes her fit and survive and whatever. So I'm controlling the narrative, knowing that I'm being overheard, even when I'm experiencing the past or the present, same thing, essentially. I'm always controlling the way I'm talking about it, because it's going to come back to me the way I talk about it. I hope that made sense. In my mind, the picture makes sense. Then when I say it out loud, sometimes it's like, Does that make sense? Okay. So Visayas, he's seen some progress and we're really proud. And I don't know why I assumed. My bad. Visayas, they have seen. My bad. Marnie, Daenerys tattoo. Thanks for your affirmations. And I manifest someone to pay for it for me. Oh, wow. Free tattoo, just like we said. Okay, Chirasare. I hope I see your name right. Oh, there's the Heyoka. Okay, got you. Finally living in the end. Proud of you. That's amazing. Alex, today I manifested being switched to the same class as my friend, and she thought I was so powerful. You are. Dina, we're going to have to read Dina's, because Dina says, everyone please hit that like button. And yeah. And my body just reminded me that I did not eat breakfast today. Because I am on a meal plan and I am supposed to be eating breakfast. It's okay. I'm a master of my body and time and everything. So it's great. Okay. Blanca says, I stopped workflow to tune in on your lives, my self-care time. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever fills your cup. That's all that matters. Anna says, getting myself back on my program. Awesome. I did that recently as well. Congrats. Marine says a Rolex. Hell yeah, that's awesome. And Aphrodite also want to say congrats on your manifestation, friends. And thanks, Aphrodite, for being so nice. Michael Kennedy says, accidentally manifested a man's. Haha. Okay. Oh, I see. I definitely have to be thankful to the mods today. So thank you so much, moderators, for keeping our community nice and healthy for everybody and safe. Angela's got hot and cold issues with SP. Listen, if SP is hot and cold, you're hot and cold somewhere. You need to figure out where that is. Either you're slacking on your mental diet, you're slacking on your affirmations, you're slacking on what you're saying, or you're going back and forth. You got doubts, you got worries, you're not sure if it's right, blah, blah, blah. You have to offer a steady stream, and then they will present you a steady flow back in response. Okay, super chat. And also, Angela, I have a video about hot and cold behavior on YouTube, so definitely check that out as well. Okay, and also, if you haven't, check out my Manifesting a Specific Person workshop, or I do have the free webinar, 5 Secrets You Need to Know to Expertly Manifest a Specific Person, on my website, roxytalks.com, in the free resources, on the free resources tab page, or the workshop, if you just want to get started right away, it's on the front page of my website as well, but it's also on the workshops page. Okay. Delaney, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, What keeps you going on days that seem harder when things feel stagnant? Tips and tricks appreciated. What keeps me going is that I have a disciplined practice. Like same thing could ask somebody, what keeps you going to the gym when you don't want to? I make myself go. That's it. Like I've been making myself do this stuff every single day for over 2 years. That's what keeps me going, is that's how I live now. And it's just what I do. And, just like what you do now is what you do, and you're really used to it and you're really comfortable at it and you're really good at doing it, whether or not you think it produces the right results for you, you're still really comfortable and good and can navigate it with ease because you're used to it. That's exactly what 360 method is for me. And that's why I preach constantly about do the method day in, day out, no thoughts off, no days off. If you slack, if you slack, you go back. But what I really mean by that is what kind of, let's go take it back to the physical diet, food diet and fitness. What kind of body am I going to have if I eat like a salad every 3 days and I work out like once or twice a month? I'm not going to have a, fit, toned body that looks like I work out every day, or, okay, that's limiting. Fuck this story. That's a bunch of bullshit. I look fucking great every day, no matter what I'm doing. But you see, my point is like, you have to in order to get yourself through a hard day, you need to understand that a hard day is just a day. And if you're calling it hard, then you obviously don't understand the practice, which obviously means you're not practicing it enough, right? So if it's a hard day, then I go even harder on my practice because it's not a hard day. It's an easy day. And I need to remind myself of that. And I need to go deep into it. I need to be meditating, doing things that make me feel good, eating a nice diet, being around people or talking to people who are cool, and lessening my triggers and, taking care of myself. I need to be keeping my mind in check, doubly, I'm not going to say hard, but doubly attentive, because I'm in a space, I'm affirming a space that says I may not think the way I'm supposed to because I've labeled this as a bad day or a hard time. So when it's a hard time, what comes with hard times? Worries, doubts, fears, insecurity, stress, depression. Like, you're labeling it a hard time, and that calls in everything that you consider a hard time. Anything that could be considered a hard time in the realm of human possibility in your mind could fall into that category and come to your way. So what do you do when days seem hard? Well, first of all, don't fucking say that they're hard. When things feel stagnant, you say the opposite. If it feels hard, it's easy. If it's stagnant, shit, this stuff is flowing. I can barely keep up with all the manifestations coming my way. You're controlling your language, right? You're controlling your thoughts. You should be. If you were on your practice, you would be. And so it's just the only thing that is going to really truly get you through depression, breakups, loss, grieving, success, relationships, inner child work, all that shit is a diligent practice that teaches you how to push through those hard times. And when I talk to clients who have been viewers for a long time, and we finally get on the phone or get on the Zoom and chat, one thing I'll notice is a lot of times they'll say is I've been doing the practices for a while now. And well, this is more my summary. As I'm making this my life, and I go through things that normally used to break me down or trigger me or take me out, I don't fall as hard and I don't last as long there. And it's not that big of a deal. And I'm because you're on your practice, you understand now that you can feel depressed, you can feel grief, you can feel all that stuff. In fact, you should feel it, but you don't take your thoughts there with it. And that lowers, the amount of stress that you have, because you're not adding to it with more stressful thoughts, or we'll just use the term stress as a blanket term, depressive, sad, angry, whatever we're talking about, lackful, stagnant. So that's one thing, is you're not adding to it. So it's not going to be such a big bulk of, of stuff. Also, you're pulling yourself out of it faster because you have this practice that shows you how to do it. And it's the same thing for every fucking goddamn thing in the entire world, because everything is energy. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're using the practice, it's going to work on everything because everything's energy. So you're doing that. And the fact that you aren't adding to your stress or your whatever with the thoughts means that you're lessening the time that you experience the depression, the stress, the grief, the whatever, the stagnation. All of those things combined lower it in general in your life. Okay. So, and then everything takes care of itself. The process is how you get through everything. So 360 method, roxytalks.com. Check it out on YouTube. I also have the official program coming very soon. So please keep on a lookout. In the meantime, if you want one-on-one coaching, I can help guide you on how to pinpoint the areas of your life and what to do with them and how to apply 360 in your world, or like maybe where you're like tripping up, where you might not be applying it in the best way, where you could elevate your story. All that stuff we cover in one-on-one coaching. Okay, I saw Malachi was here. I have to give him a shout out before. Malachi, hi. How are you? And then Malachi and I have like, I know I keep talking about the music, but like it's coming soon, and we're gonna be bringing a lot more to you, and more meditations, more affirmations, more actual music, more lots of stuff. So we're excited about that too. Really step into our best place as creators on the earth, which is music creation. So I saw another super chat come through. Let me try to grab on with that. Where'd that go? James Pratt, thank you so much. Oh, James says, just about the Manifest a Specific Person workshop. Yes, I'm excited for you. Okay, so James, next week, let us know where you're at progress-wise. The first few modules are all about like getting to the bottom of like your issues and why you have manifested your relationship statuses and situations throughout your life, so that you can kind of have like a crystal clear idea of like where it comes from, so you can pinpoint when you're doing it again, so you can prevent it from continuing in your future. So congrats to you, James. I'm excited. Again, please report back. Okay, Malachi. Don't be a wussy. Okay, James. Yeah, please. We want to hear how you doing. Okay. Where are we at? Powers of Tarot says, I love your I Am Rich affirmations. Do you ever think you'll release that on iTunes or Spotify? That is literally exactly what I'm talking about when I say we have a lot of stuff coming for you. Here's the real truth. A lot of the music stuff gets backed up because I have in the past, obviously changing this, have changed it. Convinced myself that the business side of things was the priority, not the music. And so all of these music projects are just like piled up, in various stages of like between 50% to like 95% done, that like Malachi can't do anything to until I do X, Y, and Z to it, or, anyways. So the money tracks, those money tracks there's 6 of them. They are going on iTunes and Spotify. That is the next project that's going to be released. I also have the hour-long version. So I have short versions that'll go on iTunes and Spotify, and then I have hour-long versions of all of them as well. So I'm also thinking about making more of those long videos. It's just like a big undertaking as far as like, disk space and time and creating that video. So I'm just being just transparent with you about where everything is. And then so I'm really working on getting 360 just like ready to go, and then I'm going to focus completely head on into music. I do intend to get that money, the I Am Rich affirmations, out before the end of the year. So there's our timeline. Sometime between now and the end of the year, those affirmations will be out on YouTube and on my website if you want to download those. And if you're interested in like the hour-long tracks, just like let me know what your thoughts are. Powers of Tarot continues to say, keep us updated for those because I can't wait for those. The beat of that one is sick, so I thought I should ask. Thank you. Yeah, and like that one is really cool, but it's not even like my favorite on that on the little album. So it's gonna be, like I said, 6 of them. So I'm excited because some of them are like, well, they're all really cool, but like, again, like I said, that one's not even my favorite. That was just like the one I thought like should go first. So good stuff coming. And yeah, and again, more meditations. We have a lot of meditations we're recording. Sleep tracks. This is other stuff that we're talking about doing. Do you guys listen to sleep tracks? I listen to sleep tracks every night. Question, do you like them blank? Do you like the 8-hour ones? Do you like them with the sleep talk down in the beginning? Do you like affirmations that go throughout the night? Like, do we like subliminals? Just wondering, how do you like to use sleep tracks if you use them? Like, what kinds do you go for? Ray, let you sleep with my affirmations. Do you have them on a playlist? Like, how do you do that? Or do you have YouTube, the one you pay for? I don't have that one because I like to see what ads are on the videos. I like to see like what ads are going where and stuff on other people's videos and on mine. So I suffer through the ads. But I'm also a creator, so it's like, I want to give people their ad money. 8 hours, subliminals, affirmations. Okay. Let's see. Debaz says you can't sleep to sleep tracks. Your partner snores too loud. I sleep to sleep tracks because my husband snores. I sleep to a noise machine, a fan, sometimes 2 fans if it's hot, and just meditation music or affirmations. And I still can hear him fucking snore, but I love him, and so it's okay. And he's very nice about rolling over when I need him to. Okay, so try it. And I know Dina there's like some headband that you can sleep with, and it has like little headphones in it. And Dina said it was really soft. And Dina, I know you talked about it. Maybe you could give them some insight on that. But it's like Bluetooth, I think. And so you can listen all night long, and it's just like little headphones, so no one else has to hear it. Sarah says subliminals because the affirmations make it hard to fall asleep. Okay. Affirmations throughout the night. Dina, you like a little subliminal. Next lifetime. Yeah, the hour-long tracks can't be on, you can't really do the hour-long ones on like Apple and Spotify. But yeah, you want them shorter anyway, so people would loop them so you get more plays. Right? I'm not saying to put myself on loop and play it all the time. I'm just saying if one were to do that, that is what would happen. Okay. Okay, so it sounds like we'll do a mixture then. We'll kind of do a mixture of like some with talking, some without. They'll all have like Malachi handles the binaural and the frequency stuff and the sounds and stuff. Emily, do I still have affirmation builders on my website? I have a confidence affirmation builder on my website. Yes, it is on the free resources page. Plant-based meows. Oh, that's cute. Says, I do the best with 8-hour while I sleep affirmations. I pay for YouTube so I can sleep well. No ads. Yeah. Okay. Do I still listen to Coheed, my favorite band in the entire world that I have tickets to next Friday? Yeah, I do. I have Claudio's autograph on my arm. I am a diehard Coheed fan for life. But I'm also cool, Claudio, when you want to call me and hang out. It's cool. Make some music. I won't fangirl over you. Okay. At least not when you're around. Okay. What do you do when you feel really down and sad to snap out of it? Okay. You need to make a list. I call it the shit that brings me joy list. Copyright, so don't. Just kidding. Actually, I haven't Googled to see if anybody else has called their shit that brings me joy list that. So we'll do that later. Anyways, make yourself a shit that brings me joy list. And you're going to record and write down things that like make you happy that you do that like nothing to do with monetization, nothing to do with worth or value, not work related. It's only about things that make you happy and like replenish your soul. I'll tell you mine. Sing Mariah Carey at the top of my lungs with my doors wide open so my neighbors can enjoy it. Do it every day. Hanging out with my dogs, going for a walk, going down to the beach, hanging with my husband, reading a book, doing tarot, talking to my friends. Those are things that like I know watching vegan cooking recipes on YouTube or something. Like there's things that I know that I can do when I need to just zone out and have just like get back to like, ooh, life. I'm excited about life, or like life is cool kind of moment. You make a list and have it. And then first things first, pick something. You have to do something on there every single day. That's the start, and at least one thing. But also whenever you are feeling down or whenever you do need a distraction or you do need to get out of the moment or whatever it is, grab something off that list, and it's going to be something that'll just like bring you right back to your center. Like for some people like to color. Some people love doing diamond art. I know some of you there. I love singing. Like a lot of us do. Playing the guitar, working out, like whatever it is that you enjoy doing that's just you centered, has nothing to do with like any of that stuff. That's the kind of stuff that you do. Next, Brendan says, singing Mariah possibly never would feel good moment for me. Same, Brendan. Same. Emily says, diamond art. Yeah. Yep. Brandon says, I crochet. I need to see some. Pallavi, welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Do I have a boyfriend? I do not have a boyfriend, but I do have a husband. And Dina linked the Bluetooth the Bluetooth headband in the chat. Thanks, Dina. Dina, will you also link the SP workshop? I know that we had somebody that got it. So if anybody is like kind of behind on the stream, they might want to click it, and we'll just put it up in the Abby's back. Hello. We'll put it in a thingy so that people can click on the. Hey, Oka says, singing and songwriting, ritual baths, face masks, and eating cereal at night. What about if it's in the day? What do you do in the daytime? Watercolor. Marvel movies, yes. Heather says, I used to watercolor a lot, but trying to build my business, I feel bad for that. But I do make time for Marvel movies. Okay, here's the deal, Heather. You're not at your best building a business. You're at your best connected to the creativity that drives your soul. So if you're not putting time towards your absolute best every day, what are you really putting time towards? Brandon says probably all that with the lights on. She said cereal at night. Brandon. Okay. Who, there was something. Dina, thank you. Let me pin this to the chat. Appreciate you. Whoa. Come back. It's moving so fast. Okay. Did the right one get pinned? Yes. Thank you, Dina. If you want to sign up for the Manifest a Specific Person workshop, you can grab it at the link pinned to the YouTube chat. Have I ever sang my affirmations, and do I find that adding melody to the words that it helps? I sing affirmations, all the time. I sing shit all the time. I make up random songs about everything constantly all the time. So yeah. And do I find that it helps adding melody to the words? To be honest with you, I don't know how to answer that, because like it's something I've always done my whole life. So maybe. I don't know. Hey, Oka says cereal all day. Okay. Christina, so feeling sad and down is a bad thing. Is that what I said? I don't think I said that at all. You allow the feelings to happen, and you don't let the thoughts attach to them. The thoughts need to self-soothe. The thoughts need to care for and witness the feelings, but not join them. Okay, Marnie, hello. Thanks for the super chat. Says, my SP chases me and begs to see me and texts to say he misses me and wishes he was with me. Last time he begged to see me, I agreed, and he said he's on his way and said he blocked me. What the fuck? I laughed as he'll be back, but what do I affirm now? I would just be like, oh my God, the universe is hilarious. Like, this is going to be a funny story to tell our grandkids. You know what I mean? Like, just literally, like, you're already kind of laughing. I would say, what do you affirm now? Why would you change? Why would you change your affirmations because of something that happened in 3D? We know not to do that, right? That's the antithesis of what we do here. So unless it's like something that you notice that like, oh, I could be saying something better, then of course allow your 3D to affect your affirmations. But if it's something bad and you're like, what do I do now? Bitch, nothing. Keep going. It's working. Or okay, partially that. But also change the story, right? So you have this now. Okay, how about this? Before this happened, you had the energy within you or within your language to manifest him telling you all these things, and then making plans with you and not just not showing up, but also blocking you. Okay. That was already in you and in motion before this happened, right? So somewhere in your story, this already exists. So what do you do now? Find out where this exists in your story. This, he does this, this, and this, and this, but not the thing I need him to. And then he does this dumb shit that's like, what? Why did you do that? That story is the problem. And if that story doesn't change, it will, the relationship, you're just going to see it over and over in your life, no matter who your SP is. So that needs to change. The base level of all these things for the letdown. Where does that resonate with you? Dig into that, because that's where you're going. You miss my sit down videos. Yeah. I just don't miss making them. That's the truth. I also like miss having them, but I don't miss creating and editing and uploading and doing all that stuff with them. But that could change. It's just like in this moment right now. Speaking of in this moment, that's another band I love. Okay. What else? Oh, the pinned link is not working. Thanks, Dina. Okay, we'll do this one instead. Okay, there's a link to all the courses if you want to check out any of them. Does it work? Yep, there it goes. Okay, sweet. Okay. No, please do sit down videos. Listen, I will when I feel like it. That's all I can say. Why don't you start making some? You know? Obviously, you hate the editing part. I don't even really edit on myself, but I still have it's like I can't. There is a level of there's so much that I have to do still. Like you only understand if you're a YouTuber, like you just don't understand what, like, I can't explain it to you. So I'm trying. We'll see. Yeah, obviously, like, okay, if I had a makeup artist, a hair artist, and a production company, and all I had to do is literally like sit there and then just speak the information out, and then I didn't have to touch it again, that would be a different story. But because of all the other things involved in, having a successful YouTube channel, I talked about this a little bit last week, and like 16 people unfollowed from that video alone. I was like, okay, fine, bye, sorry. I have to be, here's the deal. Here's the true, honest thing. I preach constantly about honoring yourself, honoring your truth, doing what you want. This is not me honoring my true truth. I love talking to you. Like, you guys are my friends. Like, I literally today, I was like, oh, I get to go live and talk to my friends today. I love you guys. And I love guiding people and showing them and leading by example, but I'm not leading by example right now because I'm not following my true passion. My true passion is to create music. And so I have to do that. And there's going to be a kind of a shift in where, this more of the support that I will be providing is going to be through the musical plane versus blah, 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 plane. Besides, could I manifest having all that? Yeah, of course. Of course I could. Yeah. So fuck it. Yeah. So when those people arrive in my home to record, it'll be really fun. M Diamond Lee, hello. Just got off work. Hello. Amanda says, Roxy, guide and do you as you see as a best fit for you. Everyone will adjust accordingly. That's the other thing about it too, is like, I love you, Devaz. We're going to highlight this one because this one needs to go up on the thing. The thing is like, There's a book I just started reading. My business coach made me read a book. She made me buy it on Thursday. I'm already done with it almost. I'm already almost done. I have one more chapter left called The Big Leap. And it talks about you having a zone of excellence versus a zone of genius. Me being a speaker and a coach is in my zone of excellence. I'm good at it. I can help people. I can guide them. I can see solutions to issues really fast. Like I can look at something non-judgmental and give you a bunch of solutions. That's in my zone of excellence, which does sound good, but it's a box. And the problem with it is not my zone of genius, which is the thing that truly drives me as a person and as a creative force on planet Earth. Is I discover, even in a meditation, I realize like I'm not just carrying music with me. I am music incarnate. I am music. I was music before I came to this body, and I came to be music on planet Earth. So the longer I deny that and push and make the business, not that it's not a priority, but make the business a priority way before I'll even pick up my guitar or, do anything besides sing Mariah Carey, it's taking me out of the place that fulfills me as a person. And that eats away at my soul. And that's for everybody here. And that's what this book called. And I was like, I should make this the book club book, but I'm going to be done with it before I even could get that shit on the website. But we could still put it up there. Called The Big Leap. Very good book. And anyways, I'm just realizing that like I'm 37. I'm going to be 38 in less than 3 months. When do I put time in my life to do the thing that brings me the most passion and joy and fulfillment? You know what I mean? Like, how long do I keep pushing on the idea of music industry being hard, or, gatekeeping, or, only a few people are successful, you can't make music. All that stuff is a fucking bunch of bullshit. Music industry is really fucking easy to get into because you can just go play you go play on the goddamn street. You're telling me it's not easy to do? So like all these ideas of what it was and what I have to do and who I have to be is what I'm learning. I need to uncondition myself from thinking those things. And I'm leading by example. And I'm showing you guys right now, I have to live my truth and my passion. I can't stunt myself to stay here. And not that I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just expanding. And I just want you to understand that, if you truly believe in what I'm saying and care about, me as a person as well, like understand that I have to do it. If I died without even putting out this album, like if I died tomorrow, that would fucking suck. The songs might not ever come out. That would be truly, if I died tomorrow, Roxy Talks would live on forever. You got hundreds of videos of me talking about, you could always go back to it. There's so much stuff that you could find out about manifesting and living your life for the rest of eternity, the rest as long as the internet lives, that has to do with Roxy talking. But as far as Roxy singing, her really true passion, writing music, creating, I have one album that I'm kind of proud of, and just so much stuff that has never been put out. And I just, I don't want to die like that. That would be a regret for me to not have the music out if I died. You know what I mean? So I'm not going anywhere. People seem to think I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to put the music's going to be more in the forefront. And, podcast is still here. Mindset Monday is still here. Yeah. So like, will I be making face-to-face videos anymore? I don't know, but I haven't in a year. So it's like, yeah, that's not true. I made one. I actually made 2. I just didn't edit it. But back to that whole thing again. And I love you guys so much. And I appreciate you here. Like I couldn't be doing this without you, so thank you. And here's the other thing. I knew when I came to Earth, even as a very small child, I knew I came here to speak to the masses. And I came here to do it through music. And the fact that I'm able to do it through Roxy Talks and on Mindset Monday and connect with you in coaching and all these other ways is an added huge fucking bonus. But it's like, it's the icing, it's not the cake, right? Or you get what I'm saying? It's the sprinkles, not the cupcake. Not to take away, because I love you guys again. And this has changed my life completely in ways I never even fathomed. But it's also brought me right back to creating music again. I detoured away from music to start this, to get this message out. And now it's bringing me right back to fulfilling my own message. So that's my thing right there. Again, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to unfollow unless you just don't like me. And that's fine. I mean, that's cool. I understand. And if you do, we'll be here when you get back. But Dima, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, my question is, I'm married to it in a toxic home. My SP is married. Okay. I am married in a toxic home. My SP is married to someone else, but I'm currently manifesting my SP. Is it okay to manifest him? And what affirmations do I use? Okay, so here's the deal. There is no right or wrong. There is no okay or whatever. It's your perception of it. And if you think that it's inherently bad to do what you're doing, you're gonna invent, or you're gonna be confronted with ways or evidence of the badness of what you're doing, right? Like, so if you feel guilty about it, you're gonna get more things to feel guilty about. So you need to understand that you're talking about being guilty about scooping up your favorite food at a buffet. Like, you can just have it. Everybody in the buffet paid for their ticket and has their plate. They could literally go get the same thing you want, or they could get something over here. They could get both of them. They could get none of it. It doesn't really matter. They don't care what you're getting because it's a buffet. And if the French fries run out, I'll just wait a couple minutes and then I'll have brand new, fresh, fucking hot French fries for me. You know, so if you feel guilty at a buffet, then you don't understand what a buffet is. And that's the thing about life. It's like, you feel guilty about picking what you want out of a vending machine. Why? You can have any of that shit. You put your money in and it's yours. You just pick the one you want. So you need to understand you got infinite potentiality, near infinite versions of you, of your current person and your chosen person, and infinite versions of your home life. And the only way you're going to make it okay is to stop calling your home toxic, because that's like you putting yourself in a swamp and then having to get out of it, when you could just put yourself outside of the swamp and not have to get out of it, right? So first of all, we erase the concept of a toxic home. Whether or not it's the physical reality is a different subject. I'm saying don't call it toxic anymore, because when you call it toxic, you give it a label, and everything that goes along with that label comes along with it. So your job is to describe and create the environment of peace, satisfaction, joy, safety. Just like, oh God, like you being in your desired home with your SP, their arms around you, both of you just heaving a sigh of relief, like, oh my God, we did it. We did it. That moment that you have with them, lying in bed or lying on the couch, just hanging out, holding each other or holding hands, looking at them across the dinner table, whatever it is, that moment of like, oh my God, I did it. That moment is just like release. It's letting go. It's comfort. It's safety. It's ease. It's peace. It's expectation of good times to continue. And that's what you need to create in your mind right now to get you out of the toxic, right? So the antidote for toxic is anti-toxic, right? It's not more toxic. And I'm not saying you're toxic. I'm saying more toxic. Just by using the word toxic is more toxic. How many times have I said toxic in the last few minutes? Oh, more than I probably will for the entire rest of my week. So, or month, hopefully. And erase. So clean in here. So you do the opposite. You talk about peace and trust and enjoyment, and I'm so glad, and I did it, and I'm with the person I love. Even if that may not be true in your physical reality, it doesn't matter, because your thoughts are ahead of the current the physical reality, and the physical reality is in the past. So you've got to use your thoughts to describe the future and not the current moment if you want to get out of it. So don't worry about who's with who. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Don't worry about when it's going to happen. You create the environment of peace, enjoyment, trust, safety, commitment, value, whatever it is that you have with your other person, your chosen person. You make that in your head now as much of the day as possible, every single day, looking at your 3D reality and not reacting to it the same way. Not feeling as victimized by it, because when you feel victimized by it, you affirm it and you create more of it. You look at it and say, you know what? I'm not going to do the thing that's going to create more of this. I'm not going to react to it in the same way. I see that I have maybe gotten myself into this situation merely by not wanting to experience it again, right? It's not your fault. It's just human nature, okay? Or maybe it's human conditioning that we've been taught, not necessarily our nature. It's just something that we've learned to do. So now what you're going to be doing is controlling the environment in your mind, the words that you're saying, how you're reacting to things and how you handle the emotions that come in your body. It's okay if you have the emotion, but we don't call it bad. We don't call it an issue. We don't call it the T word. We don't think that it's over. We don't think it's not working. We just keep pushing through. This is okay. Everything's fine. It's all working out, because we know that eventually it will get there if the thoughts are driving the ship there. Okay. Leanne, thank you. Leanne said, let's put this up on a little screen. Leanne says, wait, nope, that's not the one. Here we go. You got to use your thoughts to describe the future and not the current moment if you want to get out of it. Put it on our sheet. Put it on our quote sheet, Leanne. Yeah, we like that. Conscious choice every day, Emily says. Yeah, it's not even just a conscious choice every day. It's a conscious choice every moment, really. Like, and just kind of being aware when you're not on the right track, and then so that you can get yourself back on it. Vivica, how do you live in the end for long periods of time? Okay. First off, that question, how do you live in the end for long periods of time, is exactly what inspired that book I was just talking about, The Big Leap. That's literally like what it's about. And this is all from, his name is, oh God, it'll come to me. I'm sorry. How do you live in the end for long periods of time? The Big Leap by Gay. His first name is Gay. I think his last name starts with H. God, what is it? I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Anyways, just look for The Big Leap. It has like a fish jumping from one small bowl to a big bowl. How do you live in the end for long periods of time? What this person, the author of this book, discovered was that due to the conditioning that we have, most of us are conditioned to think that like good stuff can't last forever, or that like you can't have it all. And he calls it an upper limit problem. So basically it's like, oh, thanks, baby. Gay Hendricks. There it is. Isn't he the best? I love you, babe. You're the best husband in the world. I was so close. Wait, where is it? Come on, Folky. There we go. This book, life-changing. I literally haven't been able to put it down since I got it. Well, as I was putting it down. Okay, anyways. Anyways, when you have an upper limit problem, which most of us do, it is the thing in us, it's the self-sabotage. I call it your own personal brand of self-sabotage. This book really goes into how and why and how to out of it. And if you're already doing 360, it's like he's very much just like the implementation process is very much 360. So you'll resonate with like the actual doing of the changing of the concept, because it's exactly what he talks about, what we do here. So so when you have, with your upper limit problem, basically is like, because of our worth issues, our fear, our doubts, our insecurities, all of that stuff, when we get too much good of something, we do something to trigger ourselves back down into our level of comfort, because we have that mentality of like, the good time is going to end, the other shoe is going to drop. And so it's like we drop it ourselves so that we're not like blindsided, essentially. That's not exactly the way he describes it, but that's kind of how my interpretation of it. But anyways, this book is specifically about maintaining that good things happen every day, all day. Every good things stay and they continue. You can have it all. You can have good in all these areas. And then, it's about pushing yourself. I was talking earlier about, me speaking as a zone of excellence, whereas me creating music is my personal zone of genius. That's where I really thrive, or he calls it now a spiral of genius. I just listened to a talk he did this morning. He didn't do it this morning. I listened to it this morning. Anyways, so part of going into your zone of genius, of tapping into that place where you are truly 100% living as your soul wants to, and being completely fulfilled, all the other shit kind of like falls into place. I talk about that all the time. It's like when you get your language right and you describe things the way you want them to go, and not the way that they actually are going, everything kind of works out for you. So, how you maintain it is by practice. You got to do it every single day. I've got a video on living in the end, and also watch my video on the 360 method. That's my personal signature approach. There is an official 360 method program coming very soon. You can find out more at roxytalks.com. And the practice is part of it, because the practice pushes you through the hard times. It pushes you through the sluggish times. It pushes you through all of it. And it also helps you catch yourself when you're doing the thing that limits you or the thing that self-sabotages you. So if you know that you sabotage things because of your worth issues and because of a fear issue combination, then you can be on the lookout for what fear and worth issues feel like in the body, so you can recognize when you're feeling them. And also, you know what the thoughts sound like, you know what you're saying to yourself, so you can shut them down in the moment and switch them to something better. 111, yay, everyone's saying it. Okay, awesome. Oh yes. Yes, Visai says I have no limits. Exactly. Abby says, so how can I manifest a job in 14? Okay, well, it's not about manifesting a job. It's about you finding the thing that fulfills your soul. So you need to start looking at, like, what do you love to do more than anything? And then going down that road, and then understanding that, like, you are money. It's all the same, it's like the money is an idea. It's not like the paper that we printed on or whatever, the pixels in your phone that tell you what your bank account says. Like, that's all an idea. Money is a fucking idea. I know, Abby, I don't think you're in the US, but if you are in the US, your money is an idea. Okay. It's not real. So, it's like, you just got to expand your concept of it. And that's actually, like, part of the thing is also expanding. I'm like, can I do a quote from here? Here you go. This is the thing. That's the very first question he asks you in the first chapter. Am I willing to increase the amount of time every day that I feel good inside? And it's like that. It's like you're expanding the love. You're expanding the time that you allow yourself to think good thoughts. You're not allowing the worries to come in and completely drive the ship. If the worries come, you send them away. It's the same kind of stuff we talk about. Dina says, money is pixels on a screen, just like a text from an SP. Exactly. Leanne, thank you. We have the best team and community. I love Leanne's like, Visayas, how did your meditation with them go? I know, as soon as Visayas got on, I was like, you have reporting to do. I'm proud of us. We care about each other, and it shows, and I appreciate all of us. Okay. Did I miss a soupy chat? I got Fatima. Okay. I think I got it then. Okay. Heather says, I think that you have enough sit-down videos on every subject. If I need them, I just rewatch one of your old videos. I know, that's the other thing, is like, sometimes when I think about making them, I'm like, I've already made that video, and it feels inauthentic to remake it. I don't like redoing projects. I never have. I'm like, I did it already. Let's move on. What's next? Panda Bear manifested getting a background role. Nice. That's awesome. And then Guana says, OMG, I am about to start a sit-down channel. Such synchronicity. I will be doing sit-down videos. There you go. This is I learned this from this book too. The reason why you have a problem with me not doing sit-down videos is because you're not doing them. Ooh, guess who's about to have a new channel? Congrats. Seriously. Panda Bear. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Do we have... Okay, I got to come back to Visayas in a moment. Oh, wait, hold on. I did have a brief dream about how do I generate lots of ideas. Okay. Oh, God, shit. Visayas, let me get back to you in just a minute. I have a super chat I want to get to. Okay, Panda Bear, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, how do you explain manifestations you didn't expect? Example, someone stealing your groceries on the road during a car chase, winning a bike. Oh, those were different things. Okay. Okay, hold on. How do you explain manifestations you didn't expect? Example, someone stealing your groceries on the road during a car chase, winning a bike. Or is that a succession of things? Either way, here's the deal. You know that phrase, the universe continues to shock and delight me, or whatever? I think it's an affirmation. The universe continues to shock and delight me, or whatever. We live in near infinite potentiality. It's not necessarily infinite, because there probably is a beginning and end to the program. I don't know, maybe not. there is something else outside of it, which means there is an end to what we're experiencing, right? There is an end to whatever Earth is because there's something else out of there. So it's got to, not an end, but like a graduation, right? Something. So whatever, when we're talking Earth, you've got every possible thing that we can think of can happen to you. And like, first thing, what I want to say is like, so whether or not it's like, how do I explain a manifestation? Someone stealing your groceries. Have you ever heard of someone stealing before? If you've heard of it, if you've seen it, if you've worried about your stuff, the safety of it, that's how you manifest something being stolen for you. Worrying about it one time, seeing it happen one time. That's how. How do you manifest being on the road during a car chase? Have you ever seen a movie? Have you ever seen a car going fast? That's how. Have you ever seen a fucking contest? Have you ever heard of somebody winning something? That's how you manifest in your life, because it's in the realm of possibility for you. What you want to look at is like, what was going on when your groceries were stolen? Were they stolen because you were being negative and or fearful or holding on super tight? Or were they stolen because that turned you to somebody that gave you like $500 or something, and it ended up you only had $40 of groceries that got stolen, and then someone felt bad and they gave you a bunch of money, and then actually was a surplus? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was going on around it? Like, you saw a car chase going on. Okay, was that because, were you anxious? Did you fall asleep watching, crazy stuff last night? Have you been talking about? I'm just saying, like, look at what could be surrounding the instance to find out why you might win a bike. Have you been manifesting winning something? Have you been wanting new transportation? Have you been feeling lucky? Have you been, mourning the loss of something else in your life? Like, you got to, like, how could you possibly manifest winning a bike if you don't think about it? Like, I don't know, because it exists on Earth and everything happens to everybody constantly. It's something's bound to happen to you sometime, because I get this for people saying negative things. Like, I didn't visualize a car accident. Why did I get in one? Like, do you think it's possible? That's how. And then what else were you worried about? Were you, just all the other things that are going on? Did the car accident give you something better? Because one time I manifested a car because of a car accident. That's how I have the car that I have now. So it hit our other car, and they wasn't enough damage to fix the car, but it was enough to get a check that I bought my car with. So was I manifesting a car accident? Not, I don't want to talk about this anymore. No, but I was manifesting a car, and I got one. So, and everybody was safe. Everything's great. Emily, can we get some motivation for going after our dreams? I feel like I just did that. Didn't I not? Didn't I just talk about, haven't I been talking about that this whole time? Said with love. Remember how I said I hate doing the same thing? I know I affirm it a lot, but I just, like, once I'm done with something, I'm moved on. Like, rewind the tape. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going back to, I want to talk about Messiah. Okay. He said, or they, I'm sorry. They said, where was this? We're talking about Neville. First, you asked, how do I generate lots of ideas? I would say just, like, literally call yourself a great generator of ideas. Say that you always get good ideas. Every time you want to go every time you are inclined to ask how to get good ideas, switch that to, damn, I always have good ideas. Ideas always come to me. And then when you do get an idea, amp that shit up. I have genius ideas. I literally scripted. I have like $1 million ideas and genius ideas all the time, just because why wouldn't I? I mean, why not? I do have great ideas. So how do you generate a lot of ideas? By saying that you do. And I would even, like, I keep seeing a generator or like some sort of, like, oh my God, babe, if you're watching, do you remember that dream that you had and you drew that thing and it was like a blob kind of cone thing, and it had, like, it would, like, spit out those, like, arm things, or like spit out balls? Complete side note. I just saw that thing in my head, but like ideas, and you're just like spitting out, generating ideas, or like literally like a generator, like a power generator. Visualize it turning on and just like churning out ideas, and then like put your name on it, like slap a sticker on that thing and call it you or whatever. Just say that you do, and then amp it up when you get them. You said Neville said to affirm and visualize every single day. The more you do it, the quicker you'll manifest. Is it true to affirm and visualize every day till it passes? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay. Is it true that I have to affirm and, think of my 3D reality only, or excuse me, my chosen reality only until I get it? Your mind is a mirror. Your 3D world's a mirror of your mind. What makes you think that you can keep thinking the same old thoughts and get the new thing? Why would you think that? And this is said with love. Like, if you want the new thing, yes, you have to affirm it every day, because if you don't, you're affirming the old thing, and that's what you're going to get. You got to change everything. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not doing at least 51% of new or chosen affirmations throughout your day, which is your thoughts, if you're not thinking 51% or more thoughts of your chosen reality, you're not really moving the needle. You know what I mean? Like, it's a numbers game. If you have a 24-hour period in which you are manifesting every day, so that we don't have to think about it in eternity, for 24 hours a day, your consciousness is creating a duplicate of what you say is going on in your consciousness. If you don't change that, how the fuck does the duplication change? It's a duplication. You must change the conception going on in your mind in order for the duplication to be changed. There's no other way. Emily Stevens, how do you unmanifest negative thoughts? With the opposite. They're like, you just give it the opposite attention. How do you avoid manifesting things you don't want? Give it the opposite attention. Focus on what you do want. And if things come in your 3D reality that don't add up to the chosen, so what? Don't give them attention. Continue to not give attention to the negative things. The reason why you get more things that you don't want than what you do is because you give more attention to what you don't want than what you do. Besides, I wonder how I manifested becoming diabetic as a kid when I didn't even know about it. Well, you probably came to Earth with that journey. I believe that we choose our bodies. We choose our bodies. We choose our families. We choose our stories. We choose, I'm going to use the word disability, but I just mean like, I'm not saying that anything like that. I just mean like what we call disadvantage, what society calls, I'm not saying they are, though, things that are not absolute perfect. I don't fucking know. You get what I'm saying? I believe that we choose those things. Your soul chose it because it's part of your journey on Earth to transcend it. And I'm not saying to cure it, to whatever. I'm just saying whatever that is that you picked it for, it's part of your deal. So you can treat your diabetes without calling yourself that or using that word. Like, use it as little as you possibly can. Turn it into something. Let's turn it into a different word. Let's turn it into like diamond. I'm a diamondetic. I'm diamond Dedes. I get diamonds all day long because I'm so abundant. Like, that's what my dumb brain does, is like, I don't know, diamonds, Disney princesses. Like, I just turned something ridiculous, but it's way better than the other D word we're using. So pick something better, and then like do a combination of disassociating yourself. Like, take the label of the D word off your name tag. It's not there anymore. Take the label off. And then also change that word to something else so that when it does come up, you can make the mental shift to call yourself something better. And then you still continue to treat it, but you're not talking about how you're treating it. You're just, I'm regulating my blood sugar levels. I feel so good. I feel so healthy. Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't have to do it like that. But my point is that, like, you don't have to, oh God, I check my insulin, and if I don't do this, and I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. It, again, just can be, I'm so healthy. I know exactly where my levels are. Like, I know exactly how to take care of myself. You get where I'm at. I'm super good on my diet. I love eating healthy foods, or I love eating foods that work great with my body, whatever. I'm just saying you can change your story about that thing, and who knows where that will lead, see your numbers going where you want them to go, and things like that. And I don't know if you've seen my manifesting, it's a podcast. It's like manifesting physical change or health in your body. That's like the whole process broken down. And I do have that video in a sit down. I just never edited it. Edited it, or put it out. So yeah. Oh, Dina, you found a quick video on the 5 laws of existence from Bashar. Thank you, because I always forget them. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you. Abby, you're funny. Sorry, it says, looks like you confirmed my dream. I am Neville. Okay. All right. I saw something. Elena, do I ever experience spiritual burnout? Okay. All right. The reason I picked this question, because this perks my ears up in an interesting way, because when you think about like, when I think about like meditation adds so much to my life and my well-being and my spirit and my soul and my mood, and like the idea that and the reason, okay, again, and so when I saw spiritual immediately I went to meditation, because like that's just the most immediate connection of spirituality that I thought of, at least for me personally. So meditation burning me out when it's the thing that fucking fills the cup, that's what I thought. And that's why I wanted to answer your question, because I'm not saying you're doing it wrong. I'm just saying whatever it is that you're doing that you count as spirituality, I don't think it's not giving to you, because you would never ask spiritual burnout, because it just couldn't, like, that'd be like asking, like, what do you do when you have too much money? It's like, I don't know, give it away, buy more shit, invest in my life, like enjoy myself, say thank you for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I use it in a wise way, or use it however I want, but I'm not being like, God, there's just so much money. It's like, oh, I'm so burnt out of spending this money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just, if spirituality is burning you out, then I don't think you're doing things that actually connect you spiritually, because it would be doing the opposite for you. That's recharging your battery. So like, now as a photographer, I'm thinking, okay, so if I had a camera and my battery was being drained, maybe I'm not using a Canon battery. Maybe I'm using some off-brand battery. It's not the right battery for the camera I'm using, and that's why it's not working. And again, not using the right tools, because spirituality is your plug to the fucking source. So if you're burnt out from it, then I would suggest maybe looking at other avenues. Heyoka says only 3D bullshit burns you out. And yeah, and if you're burnt out, then you're not spending enough. Okay, you need to read this book. If you're burnt out, this Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. If you're burnt out on life, you're not living in your spiral of genius, or your zone of genius, which is the place where your soul is at its best and happiest and most fulfilled, the reason you came to earth, the thing that drives you more than anything. If you're not doing that, then yeah, you're going to get burnt out, even if it's doing other spiritual shit that you think you're supposed to do, but clearly is not actually adding to your life. So I would just start trying new things, try different things, do a meditation and ask what are new ways that I can connect spiritually, where do a meditation and ask things like, where am I closing off that flow? Where am I not allowing the flow? What am I doing that's taking away, and what can I do to add? Things like that. And just do a meditation and just listen to what you hear. Leanne says, if spirituality is burning you out, then you aren't connecting to something that's filling you up. Did I say that? Oh, somebody asked about how my opinions on Eckhart Tolle. I actually did the Power of Now. I did a book club post on my website in the forum on that, as well as a whole podcast episode talking about it. And they're both in the forum on my website under the book club post, roxytalks.com. Also, coaching workshops, one-on-one. I already said that, coaching. Videos, free content, fun stuff. Connect with your fellow community members. We have a forum. We got a blog. More stuff coming. Merch. More merch coming. Lands like you did. I said it out loud. I was like, that sounds like something I would say. Sylvia, how can I manifest being feminine and love myself? Well, start saying you do. Start saying you are, and start saying that you do. And, you know, just like I would say first things for, hold on, I have a, okay. Start saying that you are, oh crap, where'd it go? Okay. No, first I would say maybe like, well, yeah, first say I love myself. I love who I am. I'm becoming, it's not a booger check, Sana. I have something on my lip. I felt like I had a cat hair. I don't want to be a cat hair lady. There, I did. Wait, did I get it? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Sana. Jeez. Okay. Thanks, Marnie. It's a vintage mirror. Or it's an antique, not vintage. It's an antique. It's like 120 years old. And I do need a fan. Thanks, Carlos. Okay. Yeah, like if it was a booger check, I wouldn't do it on camera. Come on. I'll just suffer through it. Come on, Sana. Okay. What were we talking about? Being feminine and loving yourself. Okay. So starts with saying it. And then also I would, you know, look into what does being feminine mean to you, and what are like, what are things that other people do to step into their divine feminine. I'll be honest with you. I'm just me. I don't really like, I don't know. I'm not the person necessarily to ask specifically for that kind of stuff, because I just it's never really, I don't know. I just am who I am. I'm kind of girly in a lot of places and kind of a tomboy in a lot of places. I just kind of accept that. So personally, I don't, I had a ragdoll too, Dina. Me too. Sorry. I'm so good at staying focused, you guys. It starts with affirmations, and then I would say look into what other people do so that you can get ideas and like try different things out. Try out affirmations, try out, I don't know, sexy underwear, you know, doing a sexy meditation, or do, you know, watching some how to twerk videos, or, you know, doing striptease stuff. I don't fucking know. I'm not really like that kind of a girl. So I'm just going to say obvious things, I guess. But, Brandon says Leor has a video. Look at Leor, because Leor is divinely feminine herself. So go there. Go to somebody who actually knows what, like, I just get awkward when it comes to stuff like this. So, but at the end of the day, if you want to be more feminine, say you are. If you want to love yourself, say you are. And then start doing the practices and just insert them into your day and make yourself do them every single day. And pretty soon they'll be taking up more time in your day. You're identifying with them while you're incorporating them into your day, which is helping you kind of synergize into that being. Bruja says, manifesting is just thinking you already have it. Basically. Yeah, pretty much basically. I mean, like, to break it down in real simple terms. Yeah. 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 Me, I feel like I cheat my manifestation because I lied to get there. It was so stupid, but I'm feeling so unworthy and full of doubt, so I panicked. Is it okay for me to accept this as my dream realized? You need this book. You need this book. I've literally already sent this to like 5 of my friends. I'm like, everybody needs to read this book. It's everybody's problems are in here. Because that's an upper limit issue, and because of the unworthiness and where it, you know, caused you to act, if you don't accept yourself fully and move into the space of where you are doing what you love, you are going to sabotage it. Like, that's just what we do. And you can already hear it brewing in your language. I feel so unworthy and full of doubt. Or, but okay, so maybe you're talking about then, but you're still trying to, like you said, you feel like you cheated, you felt unworthy and doubtful, you're trying to accept it. So if you don't start accepting yourself and doing what it is that you absolutely love, like or changing your patterns again, this thing is going to come back up into you, come around. Which book? Called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Again, I wanted to make it the book club book, but it's like I already got it and I'm already almost done. So we can still make it book club book. Let's still make it the book club book. Leanne, will you help? Book club book, The Big Leap, Gay Hendricks. Read it. It's really fucking good. I'll probably do an episode about it on the podcast anyways because it's so good. Son is like buying it right now. I did the same. My coach was like, you need to read this book. And I was like on it. I'm like, what's it called again? And I Amazoned it. I had it the next day. And like, that was Fridays when I got it. And I'm like, I just have just a few more pages left here. Very good. Amanda says, The Big Leap reminds me of the upper limit issue discussed with my hubby about doing online school to get my bachelor's. So if I ever move jobs, I have the number one thing they ask for on job posts we see. Girl, if you're talking job, you are not at your excellent. You did not come here to work a job. So buy this book. You said the J word. We're not, this is not your zone of genius, my girl. Okay. And everybody that owns it, or excuse me, anybody that gets this book or reads it or whatever, can you come to the book club and make it pop and just leave one comment so we can like actually have a book club? I'm guilty of it too. So we'll all hold each other accountable. Let's one comment. If you read any of the books, leave a comment, please. Okay. I just saw a super chat. Tiffany. Me and Tiffany had a one-on-one this week, and she said it right here, so that's why I said it. She loved our chat, so helpful. You said, singing is your soul's calling. I love so many things in the arts. How do you know which is the genius one when the passion is for all of them? I finished Letting Go too. It was amazing. Okay, proud of you. Okay. I know singing is mine. And so part of it is this book. This is not an advertisement for this book. It's just really good. Part of it is he has you ask yourself questions and break it down. So like what I really realized is that my true zone of genius starts with me writing music. It's not even necessarily about singing. I do love to sing and I am a good singer, but writing and creating music and the harmonies and the sounds and the nuances of the track. And like, that's what I really am passionate about. Like what I really want is people to hear my songs, not just like, I'm Roxanne, I'm singing a song on a guitar and these are my words. No, like I want you to hear the fucking in the background and like the harmonies and like the way that the beat goes with the words. Like that's what I'm really passionate about, is like the whole picture when it comes to music, is like, what is that song doing and creating that. And like every time I would try to visualize myself in the long term, all I ever saw myself doing was like sitting in a big fucking pink studio and like, gold records on the wall and just like doing my thing. Like that's the thing that I want to fucking do. So I know that. Deeper into that though, like what is my true gift in it all? And what I think I realized is like, I am at my best when I'm at my best. And I know that sounds weird, but I think it has to do with how I'm a good channel. Like the way I can get information and kind of present it to you is the same way. Like when I'm at my best, I'm tapped in fully radiating that source energy, pure passion, pure love, pure just everything. And it inspires the people around me to do the same. And that's like, when I'm in real life, that's just how I just am kind of like that kind of person. That's just like, if I'm in a great mood, we're all in a great mood. If I'm in a shitty mood, it can kind of affect other people. So I think I'm at my best when I'm at my best, because people are going to be affected by my energy and they are going to be at their best because I'm at my best. And I'm at my best when I'm creating super fucking cool music and owning that piece of myself as a creator, because that's what I value the most. So using my gift of music and song and delivery and speaking to deliver that message. I said, I told you, I've always known I was here to speak to the masses. I think part of the reason why, not that I don't love, again, I love you guys so much. Roxy Talks is amazing to me, but it's not making music. It's not speaking to the masses, because I think I'm speaking more direct. I'm speaking like to the singular sometimes. And maybe that's why there's a little bit of dissonance, is like, I'm here to speak through music, and I've always known that. And, you know, now I can speak through music in a genre and a vein that I never anticipated going. I never expected to make inspirational music. I was never, when I was trying to be a pop star, I wasn't writing music that was going to add to your life or inspire you to be good, or tell you how to manifest, or give you a song that'll resonate in your soul and make you feel good. I was writing about the problems of my fucking life, So doing Roxy Talks and leading me back to the music has just shown me that, like, my best is doing what I love best and sharing it and showing you how to do it yourself. And I do that through song. So check out The Big Leap by Kay Hendricks. So you can, I figured this out through meditation and answering these questions that are in this book. So, and that's literally just figured this out over the weekend. So, it's never too late. So Tiff, I would say grab the book, but also just like ask yourself this. Hold on, should I find the real questions? I can find the exact questions. Oh, my God, it's fudging hot in here. Nope. Where is it? In the beginning? No, I can't find them. Fudge. Just buy it. Tiffany, I told you about this book on our session. I just remembered that because I had already gotten it. Didn't I tell you about it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I lied. Maybe I'm lying to myself and you and everybody in this chat. Either way, ask yourself, what am I good at? What do I love doing? And what is the thing that I do that brings me the ultimate amount of joy and also inspires other people around me to do the same? Like, what is that? What is that for you? And just kind of go down the rabbit hole. And it just takes, just start and it'll lead you somewhere. Oh boy. Dina says, meditating daily has been a game changer for me. Me too. It's so important. I love it. Thanks, Leanne. Leanne put the questions. What am I good at? What do I love doing? What is the thing that I do that brings me the ultimate amount of joy and inspires other people around me to do the same? Emily says, how do I book a one-on-one? I feel the situation I'm in is really complicated and too much to type out. I just need to talk to someone about it with this mindset. RoxyTalks.com. I do have an opening this week. I think I have like one opening left it might be for the rest of the month, to be honest with you. Let me just look at my calendar real fast. Yep. I got one session left this week, and that's the rest for the month. So if you want it, grab it right now. Because somebody else might get it. Otherwise, you got to wait till, when's the next one we've got? September 3rd. Yeah, so one slot this Friday, or the next one will be September 3rd. If you would like one-on-one coaching, RoxyTalks.com is how you get there. Can help you with your limiting beliefs or figure out your situation. If you've got circumstances that seem immovable, whatever it is, affirmations, I got you. Oh, and I almost called you guys Lena. Leanne and Dina. Lena, I like that. Put the links in the chat. Hope the show. Okay. Through. Leanne says, different Leanne. A lot of the material on being more feminine online is for male to female transgender people. Maybe this is something you could help with. And like, that's really good to know. But the thing, the reason why I say I don't know how to help with it is because I'm not good at that stuff. Like I'm like, I love girly things, but I'm also, like I said, I'm also kind of a tomboy. So I'm like, how do you be more feminine? I don't know. But yeah, that's a great, source if people are talking about it online, like in whatever vein. That's amazing for that information to be out there. And, somebody on that transition and that like journey probably knows a lot better than I do about incorporating that stuff into their life. So again, go with the people that know, because they're going to give you the information that's going to be useful to you. I'm like, I don't know, say that you do. And that can lead you to the Google information with the people that are sharing it for you. Leanne says, Drag Race actually helped me learn how to be more feminine. Drag Race has done a lot for me too. Drag Race has helped me with my makeup a lot. And performing, and just, God, those bitches are just, when they have to learn a dance in like a day, I'm like, I would be gone. I couldn't, it would take me like weeks. I don't know how they do that shit. Mindset with Sally says, Shelly Boulder is good with feminine energy. Again, go to the people that are good at it, because I'm more of like the mental training part, like making your thoughts your bitch. That's where I shine. How to be more feminine. I don't fucking know. Make your whole house pink. That's my answer to it. Pumpkin Spice says, I think you have the perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy. Thank you. I'm definitely I've always gotten along with guys. Like I have amazing, great female friends, but I've always been just like had really great friendships with dudes and just gotten along with guys. Not that I'm into the stuff they're into. I don't like cars. I don't like any dude stuff. I like girly stuff, but who cares? Someone's asking. All right. What are we talking about? And some other people are suggesting other feminine related channels, or people that are talking that could give you more information as well. How do I like to entertain myself when I'm bored? I become Mariah Carey, of course. I like to read. I like to do tarot. I like to sing. And so I literally will just like put on like 90s Mariah and Whitney, Mary J, and stuff like that, and just like sing at the top of my lungs. My door's open. I do little concerts. How to eliminate limiting beliefs. Target them. Locate and target them. And then every time they pop up, you redirect them into a better, more beneficial direction. 360 method. That's my signature process of how I do it, and how you can too. And official program coming soon. RoxyTalks.com. And I also have a video about my 360 method on my channel. Yeah, if you're not sure what you want next for yourself, just say that you're excited for the answers to come to you, and they are. Thank you, Leanne. Leanne linked my metaphysical store if you're looking for tarot, stone, sage, incense, any metaphysical stuff, theblackmoonboutique.com. I'm just going to answer this because I don't think anything about subliminals really, so I just don't answer that question because I just don't have anything to really say about it. Panda says, I was supposed to go see Mariah, but the concert got canceled twice because of COVID. Well, it'll be so great when you do. Dina says, feminine energy is about allowing yourself to step back and receive all the beautiful things in the world coming towards you. Thank you, Dina. I was saying I listened to Gay Hendricks, the author of this book, The Big Leap, earlier today. He was on a podcast. I didn't get the name of the podcast, unfortunately. because I was just looking for him speaking, but I found him on a podcast and he was talking about receiving, and the podcaster asked him a question about, like, you know, a lot of us don't know how to receive. And that's one of our issues is, you know, it's not that we're not manifesting maybe what we want. We're just maybe also turning it away when it's showing up. So, so yeah, that's, yeah. How to manifest with ADHD. First of all, stop calling yourself ADHD. Stop saying you have it. Like, that's the first step, is stop identifying with it and calling yourself that. It's one thing if that's the thing that you're experiencing in your 3D. Why are you affirming it and giving yourself a label because of it? And I know that, like, we've been conditioned to do so, but take the label off right now and then affirm the opposite. I'm really great at paying attention. It's really easy for me to stay on focus, or whatever it is. It's really easy for me to sit still. I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor. I love just chilling with myself and enjoying the moment. Also look into meditation, you know, and actually train your body to sit through it and send the thoughts away and stuff like that. Do I always think it's possible to manifest an SP? Yeah, of course it is. Do you think it's possible? That's the real question. It doesn't matter what I think about it. Emily, do I offer tarot services too? No, because I'm not like an expert tarot reader. I enjoy doing it. Like, it's fun for me, but when I'm reading for people, I feel a lot of pressure, like to do it, like to have an answer for them fast. Like, oh, you got a 3. And in reality, I like to kind of sit with the cards and kind of connect it and stuff. So I get, I start to feel hot and like, you know, like that when I read for people, just because I'm just not super comfortable just like firing it off. So that's why. No, I don't. But I like doing it. I just don't offer it as services because there's no reason to. Do I manifest my amazing style? Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know. I just know what I like, I guess, and I just buy that stuff. Emily says, I'm a new follower. You helped me a lot of these past few days. I love your style so direct. Thanks, Emily. I appreciate you. And thanks for, you know, appreciating the directness, because that's definitely one of my things. It's just whatever it is that needs to come out just comes out. Mindy says, you remind me of Kristen Cavallari. Oh, thank you. I love you guys in the chat. You're all so good to each other and yourselves. Emily says, I still have problems with 3D. I react to it. Don't even say that. Change that. Sylvia, do I really think circumstances don't matter? Yeah, I really do, because I understand. Okay, you weren't here earlier. I don't know, but I understand how a buffet works. I understand that near infinite versions of all things means that I'm not taking away or anything when I choose something. I'm just going towards all of the infinite possibilities that I could pick from, which I'm allowed to. So if you think your circumstances don't matter, or you think your circumstances matter, you're severely limiting yourself to the realities that you can get to. It's like you're closing them off, you're locking them up. It's like do not enter, but like you have the key and you put the sign up. So like take the fucking sign down and open the door. There's no... If you were at a buffet and there was, you know, people in line in front of the steak, would that tell you that you can't have steak? Or would that tell you to get in fucking line and wait for your turn? Said with love, because it's like, if you think that because people are in line for steak, that means that you can't have it either, then we have a problem. But if you realize that it's a buffet, and if you just stand in line for the steak, eventually the people in front of you will get out of the way and you'll be in front of the steak getting your own too. And if you really want more, you could just turn around and get right back in the same fucking line. So how can circumstances matter when there's infinite versions of reality? How could you possibly think it matters when there's everything? You got to totally expand your your awareness and understanding of it. Like it's a choice, and no one fucking cares which one you make, because we're all making our own that don't actually affect each other. It appears you affect other people. You affect them in your 3D world. You affect maybe that version of them. You definitely affect yourself. But everyone also has their own 3D reality that they're doing, where they're doing the affecting. So like, you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it, because it just limits you. Crystalline, thank you. Visayas says, I want to do a permanent reality shift into a better world. Here's the deal, Visayas. You know what a permanent reality shift takes? Constant and dedicated recommitment. And this is, again, this guy said it today. It's not just commitment, it's recommitment. You don't just commit yourself once. That's the first one. You commit yourself every single time you think you're not in a better world. That's the problem. You think you're not in a better world, and that's why you're not in one. And every single time you think the world sucks or whatever, you stay in it. So if you want to permanently shift into a reality of a better world, then you need to permanently stop calling this one anything but. You know what I'm saying? And Visayas says, I will recommit myself. And you might have to recommit yourself 20,000 times a day. That's what people don't understand. That's why, why isn't it working? Why did you just say that? Why would you say it's not working if you understand that every single one of your thoughts is completely always being replicated? How could you possibly allow the thought that it's not working to live in your mind for a longer than a fucking second before you get it out of there, if you're paying attention? Visayas says, I live in a better world now. You live in a great world. You live in an amazing, abundant, peaceful, beautiful, connected, incredible world. And that's it. Tiffany. Okay. Tiffany always gives us the podcast. Tiffany says, some people can't receive. That was something we talked about earlier. Wow, that's deep. Can that be a podcast episode? How to become a receptor of your desired manifestation? I can see how that would be life-changing. Leanne and Ordina, can you please send me what Tiffany said? How to become a receptor of your desired manifestation. People can't receive. Let's talk about that on the podcast, about receiving, how to receive. How do I meditate? IPEC. First off, if you go to my website, roxytalks.com, on the free resources tab, I have a meditation guide that I like put together that like breaks down how I personally meditate to like a blank meditation track, or I guess to anything, whatever floats your boat. I prefer meditation track. Just the music. Also, there's tons of amazing guided meditations on YouTube, and I like to do those. I have some coming out. I have one that I did for a marriage. I'm really excited. Me and Malachi are, it's not Malachi's fault. This is we're in the back and forth stage, and right now it's on my plate to get it back to him. But so we do have a marriage meditation coming. I'm really excited about, and then we have a bunch of meditations we'll be putting out soon. But I personally I just kind of find the voice that I can resonate with. I have the best experience in meditation with a female voice, Australian accent. I don't know why, but those are the ones that get me there the best. So find out what works for you, what kind of voice you need to listen to, and just kind of, thanks, Leanne. I just saw the email come through. What kind of voice you want to listen to, or if you like to do the blank one, check out the meditation guide that I put together to describe how to do it without a guide. But if you do want a guide, which I do like those as well, I do half and half pretty much. I like the guided ones because they just tell you what to fucking do. And I get a lot of cool messages and like talk to spirit guides and do all kinds of cool stuff. So being open, be open. Visayas says, Neville said, I may need to visualize and affirm thousands of times. Yep. Because listen, you already are. You're already visualizing and affirming thousands of times a day. Are you visualizing and affirming the right stuff thousands of times a day? That's why you have to do it thousands of times a day. Because here's the deal. If you're not in your desired reality right now, 100%, you are not affirming your chosen reality enough. There's just no way around it. You'd be there. You know what I'm saying? Or you'd be so much on your way that you'd be like, that's not for me. I'm not even hearing this right now because it's not even for me, because I already know that I'm in my desired reality, and that's you affirming it right there, and you already know it's happening, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're not there, if you think that you're not in your desired reality, 100% you are not affirming and keeping your thoughts on track of your chosen reality. No way around it. Heyoka says, that's so weird. In meditating, I was called by a male Australian spirit guide twice now. I don't know who he is. Ask him who he is. Go into meditation and say, hey, I'm ready. I want to hear your name. What's up? Who are you? Show me your face. Because that'll come to you. Some people say, I'm not a spirit guide expert. You guys know, like, I literally just spoke to my spirit guides for the first time earlier this year. Some people say that they won't come to you until you welcome them, because it can be like scary or jarring or like unsettling. So if they're, you know, it sounds like he is, obviously he's whispering, he's knocking at the door. Open the fucking door, let him in, and, you know, greet him. Hi, hello, welcome. Sit down. What's your name? Who are you? Thanks for being here. What do you have to say to me? What is it that I'm, you know, what do you have to tell me? I'm very eager and appreciate you being here. Whatever, shit like that. Oh, Visayas is one of my spirit guides, is an Australian Aboriginal. Maybe it's him. I always said, Neville Goddard told you this in a dream. You don't remember too much of the conversation. Go back into it in a meditation, 100%. Like, whatever it is that you remember from the dream, pop yourself right back into it in your meditation, and then just get the conversation going again. Hey, says, he's calling my name. Jessica, it's mad. Girl, ask him what's up. Tell him, not like, what do you want, but like, find out what he wants. Meditation is really fucking cool. And, you know, I'm somebody, again, like, I used to be an atheist, you guys. I was questioning God at like 5 years old. I was like, this shit don't add up. This does not make sense. I was not into anything, quote unquote, spiritual or anything like that for a long time, besides like horoscopes and tarot, right? Like, you know, the appealing, like, witchy side of it, you know, like that appealed to me. But anything really beyond that, I just was just not really receptive to it. So just know that if I'm saying that meditation is really fucking cool and I love it, I do it every day, and it's such a great part of my life, like, trust that it's coming from somebody who, like, maybe 10 years ago would have never fucking said that. Yeah, I was an atheist. I was raised Catholic, but I just didn't believe him. I was like, you guys believe this shit? I'm like looking at the adults like, are you serious right now? Like, what? Just the whole religion, like, it just, I was like, you can't fool me. I was born at night, but not last night. So when I started being more spiritual and opening up to, like, that there was more to earth than like the, you know, black and white physical, I've said the Terra and the meat before, like, you know, I know this is here because I can knock on it. Like, that was a big awakening for me. It was just even considering that there was more to life than just planet Earth. Dita says, I always questioned it too. I grew up Catholic as well, and I was like, I don't think so, boo. Girl, same. Me and my cousin used to get in trouble in like church because we were just like, we'd be like giggling and stuff. We're like, this is ridiculous. And no, not to put anyone's religion down in any way, because now that I'm older, I realize that it's all the same shit. All religions are the same, you know, whatever. Besides, as I'm more into dudism. I don't know is that like the dude, or is it just like being a dude? But so I understand, you know, religion, like I've said millions of times, no, that's not true. I've said quite a handful of times that the Bible is a manifestation handbook. So besides being a dude, I'm down with dudism too, man. I'm totally a dude. I'm a dude that loves pink and Hello Kitty and My Little Ponies and stuff. Being chill and happy. Yes, dudism. I love it. Leanne says, questioning God as a believer, knowing there is no God as an atheist. I was doing both. Well, I would say at 5, I was questioning God. By the time I was in high school, college, no, I wasn't. There was nothing outside of us but these things I can see in front of my eyeballs. And I was convinced of it. And if anybody tried to tell me anything different, I'm like, you are weird. And I'm sorry that you believe that. But, and now, how do you know it is your guide and not your mind? What's the difference? Your mind. Let me talk about the mind. The mind, this is science. This comes from a doctor whose name I can't remember, and I'm really sorry. She was on Lewis Howes, and she has I think she has an Australian accent or British, I can't remember. And she has like a skull, like a plastic skull that she uses, and like some plastic trees. If you ever see, I can't remember in the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure she's like holding up a skull or a tree or something. If you want to watch it, she's a neuroscientist. I wish I could remember more. It's on Lewis Howes' YouTube channel. But the mind is not the brain. The mind is the electrical force that animates the meat that your body is. Okay. Your 3D body is meat, and it lives and then dies and rots just like meat does. And the electromagnetic field that is your mind, that it circulates the body, and it animates the meat of your body and makes you think that you are the body, but really you're the electrical field animating this meat bag. Okay. So when you say, is it your mind, Caroline Leaf? Maybe. I don't remember. Honestly, I'm sorry. If, is it your mind or your guide? Yeah. Because your mind is, everything's energy. Everything's all connected, right? And everything is like, we're sending all these electrical impulses throughout this energetic realm. And your mind is already connected to, everything's connected to the wherever else we're from or whatever else is out there. Let's just call it the Akasha Stream for easy, just to call it that, right? Like, or the thing out there that you can connect to and get information from, right? It's already you, and you're already it, and it's already your mind, and it's already connected to you, and it's already giving you information. Whether you like open up and listen to it and trust it, that's what we're talking about. So begin. Okay, it is Caroline Leaf. Caroline Leaf. Okay, cool. She's that. I listened to that talk a couple times. It's really good because, again, I love when the scientists come in because they're telling you that it's real fucking life. This shit is real. This manifesting shit is real. Okay, so go into that if you want to check out her talking about how the electromagnetic field of the mind animates the body. Lewis Howes, Caroline Leaf. And thank you guys for finding that. I appreciate that. Besides, says all religions talk about LOA. It's because it's the way of the world. And they've been telling us since the fucking dawn of time. Yeah, many people call it new age. It's not new age. It's old age. It's old as fuck age, man. It's before creation was created, New age. I remember when that was like the term being like the new age book section. I'm like, what is this self-help? What does this mean? Our ancestors knew all about it, then we forgot. Yeah, I think maybe this is a choice I'm choosing to think, obviously. But I think that it was not necessarily that we forgot. I think the information was removed from our awareness. Sophie, can other people's manifestations contradict yours? If you think they can. But in reality, it's just your own contradicting you, because you're kind of in a reality of your own. Like, you're not, it's so weird. You're not like alone, but you're doing your own thing, and only you are experiencing what you're experiencing in your 3D world. It's unique to you and you alone. Curtis says, on my trip down the rabbit hole, you get exactly what you desire. Fuck yeah. Because what's down there is your true desires and your true feelings. Dina says, Bashar always says you are your government. Mm-hmm. Does my family believe in law of attraction? Some of them do. We're getting there. We're working on it. They know I fucking talk about it. Just kidding. They all get it. They understand it completely, and they use it in their lives, and it's great. Sophie, is your life not interconnected with others? Yes, like I said, it is interconnected, but you're the only one experiencing your reality as your own. You're the only one in your actual reality, but you need to listen to Bashar, because I don't know the inner workings of it, the mechanics of it, but the way I understand it to be is that like, you know, we're all kind of like in these little bubbles that like are bumping into each other, and maybe they're like see-through, and like you see other people, and because you can see them, you think that they're doing what, you know, they're doing what you think they're doing because they're a reflection in your bubble, but they're only doing that in your bubble. In their bubble, they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing in their reality. So it's not necessarily that you're alone. You're like, you are alone, but you're not, but you always have been. But you're also not, because we're all one and we're all connected. So just, I mean, it's like whatever you give your attention to. If you want to think about the aloneness of it, then okay. But if you want to think about the connectedness of it, then that's even better, because that's expansive and not closing you off. Hassan says, I showed my mom your videos about manifesting the law of attraction. Now she uses it religiously. Hi, Mom. That's so awesome. That's so great. That's so great. Seeking Truth. How do I use the law of assumption to cure my health issues? Seeking Truth, please go to my podcast and find the episode about healing your body with physical healing with manifestation. That's the one for you. I got you. I've been there. I've done it myself. It's 100% possible. I went through it recently and kind of told you, like, as I was doing it in real time, what I was doing to heal myself. And I've made it 100% miraculous. Well, I was always perfect, so it doesn't really matter, right? Started out perfect, still there. Bevo says, you're choosing the version of others that you want among their infinite versions. Exactly. Exactly. Amy, you wish me a great day. Thanks, Amy. Same to you. I appreciate you. Oh, okay. A link to Bashar. Just Google it. The link is called google.com. Okay. Constance says, what are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? We're talking about how right now, Consta, I don't know what your true version of you is doing in your reality, but in my reality, you were somewhere, I don't know where, but you just came back into my frame of reference and said, hey, and popped up and said a question on my live chat. In your reality, I have no idea what the hell you're doing, but in my reality, that's what you just did. Am I alone? No. Are we interacting? I mean, right now I am talking to a fucking screen. So if you think about it, like, I mean, if this is what it is, we're already doing it. I'm talking to you guys on the screen like we're having a real conversation. You're not talking back, but I'm talking back myself. You know what I'm saying? But we're all connected at the same time, right? And it's like, I know that if I really closed my eyes and got quiet, I could tap into anybody up there and get information, get comfort, get, you know, right. They're right here. They're already with me. They're looking through the 3D reality through my eyes with me. So, you know, if you get quiet and just allow and like shut out the 3D world, you'll get that connection right away if you kind of practice doing it. Ibex says, in Turkey, some people say, ask Uncle Google. I love that. Ask Uncle Google. Dina says, Google Bashar channeling and some free stuff will come up, but the full transmissions are on his website. Christine, I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm here for you. I mean, I just can give you, shine love on you. That connection is never going to go away. And the electromagnetic field that interacted with you in the 3D reality is still 100% here and 100% connected to you. Okay. So I mean, it's so fresh right now. Like anything I say is just, obviously it's not going to fucking be good enough, but all I can say to you is go through it. You got to feel this and you got to heal, you know, I mean, obviously, but we're here for you. And again, don't think of that connection as gone, because it's not gone. Okay. And you've got tons of people here sending you love. If you need to connect with anyone, you know, just unfortunately, loss is like, I believe it's the worst part of the human experience. And it's like, I can't tell you any answers about like why we manifest it or if it's permanent or how to like undo it, because I don't know the answers to that. But it's just something that unfortunately is like an inevitable part of human life, I think. I don't know. See, it's like I just, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like I can't. I don't. Here's the real deal, Christine. Like I don't. I'm here for you, but I don't want to get into. Right. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. You're there. You're there. You're there. Like I don't want to get into like why it might not have manifest. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just not the time to talk about why I didn't manifest. It's what I have to say is that that's one of those things that so far is I don't know. It seems inescapable about human life. And it just happens. And it just happens to everybody eventually. And so it's like, why did you manifest it? Well, because you're on a planet Earth right now, and it's part of it. Everybody's, I think, everybody's body, everybody makes that transition, I think. And so not beating yourself up, obviously it's not your fault. It had nothing to do with what you at all, in the sense it's like it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how I want to shine as much love on you as possible. And just celebrating him as much as possible. It sounds cliche, but like there's just, if that's an inescapable part of life, then what can you do about it? Make the best of it. You know what I mean? Like find the joy and the love that was created in your life because of that connection that you have still. iPick says, Abraham Hicks says every death is a volunteer. And that's the other thing. It's like, we know when we come here that that's part of it. And we know when we make these deals about our life that we are going to lose people that we love. And again, I personally believe it's the worst part about being a human being. And I don't know that it's escapable. You know what I mean? So all I can say to you is care for yourself, celebrate him in any way that you can, celebrate yourself. If you feel feelings of guilt, turn them into something else, because there's nothing you did that's your fault. It's except come to earth. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not your, and he came here too. And that was part of his deal. He chose that. That was his thing. Oh yeah. He was a big part of your life for a long time. And because that, he'll always be a part of you, with you, because you're going to find so much of him within yourself, and like the things that you do and actions and mannerisms and things like that. And just honor it. Just honor it and be proud and happy that some of that rubbed off on you and you got to experience it while it was here, and take it with you on your journey. Amy, yeah, no, not beating yourself up. Yeah, it's not our faults. It's not our faults. It's part of the realm. You know what I mean? And it's just an unfortunate thing that we end up having to deal with. But there is growth and connection and understanding in that process, because the relationship becomes different. Obviously, it's not the exact same as it was when they were in the physical world, but it's also that now you have the mental connection and you can just speak to him and talk to him and be guided with him and sit with him at any time that you want, at any moment of the day now. He's always there with you. So we're here for you and we love you and you got this. Okay. Well, I love you guys so much. Cam, I have a video. Check out I have a video on manifesting money on YouTube. And then I also have a podcast episode about physical healing in your body. And it's from May, I believe, end of May. And I think it's literally called like Manifest Physical Healing. So check that out on my podcast. Uno, without God, can they still be a good person? Yeah, because you're never without God. You are God. You're never without it. It's flowing through you all the time. And you're always tapped into it. Like whether or not you are accessing it or hearing it or listening to it or following it is a different story, but you're never without it. Oh, Abaja Coherence. I love that movie. Coherence is a great movie to watch that helps illustrate realities intersecting and moving over each other seamlessly. Coherence. Yeah, if it's not on Amazon Prime, I've seen it on YouTube for free as well. Such a good movie. Coherence. I'll say it one more time. Great movie. I will just like watch that movie because I'm like, I need to watch Coherence. It's like so good. I'll just watch it over and over because it's, I don't know, it's a fucking cool ass movie. But does healing include teeth? Absolutely. Yeah, Coherence, that's a good one. That's yeah. Yeah, Dina, go watch that and report back, please. Okay. Let's do a group affirmation. I want to do something that kind of what do I think happens after we pass? We just go to other realities. Can we manifest what happens? I do think we can manifest what happens because I just don't see that as being just a strictly earth thing. It's like, it's a concept that we really struggle to accept. And something in that tells me that it's like, you know, because we are under the veil, like we don't understand that we're something bigger than this. And so the fact that manifestation is the way of the world and we don't know it kind of makes me feel like maybe it's probably greater than the world, right? It's bigger than that. It goes on beyond that. Where do we go after we pass? I don't know. If you watch DMT, like we go home, we go to the source of where we come from. I mean, I hope that I get to transcend into another dimension and not come back to Earth and do this shit again. I'm manifesting that. I want to make all my things that I need to do get rid of all my karmic debt or whatever, so that I can move forward. And it's, you know, maybe I probably would be a guide then at some point to people in the 3D. I don't know why, but I just feel like that might be my next evolutionary step. But I like, why shouldn't I be able to fucking choose it? I know that I chose to come here. I chose to come here to share music and teach the 360 method. I've learned that from meditation. So, you know, I think that beyond Earth, we have, I don't want to call them jobs, but we have missions. I think that like there's a greater mission at play than that, like feeds into your current Earth incarnation's journey. It's like, okay, I saw like a staircase which would be like your soul's evolutionary journey. But like this incarnation, this life, this Roxy right now is just like one of the steps in that staircase. And hopefully it's the fucking top one, the last one. And we're done. Hey, Yoka says, I'm 6,000 years old, for fuck's sake. I'm tired. Girl, my psychic that I talk to all the time, one of the things that she said the first time we talked, when I knew that, like, I was like, oh, she's good. She was just like, she's like, I feel like your soul is so fucking old. It's just tired of this shit. You're just so tired of this shit. And I'm like, that is exactly how my soul feels. I'm like, are we done yet? I'm ready to go. Like, what is next? I'm over it. Seeking truth. Is it possible to prevent reincarnation? I think that just having the intention that you want to come back and try again is enough. Christine, I feel you, but I mean, I don't know what to say. I want to be here for you. I want to witness what you're feeling, but try to keep your thoughts away from the idea of feeling powerless and hopeless, like you could have done something. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we can stop death if we truly believe it. But like at this moment and before this moment right there where I just said that, I wouldn't have ever been able to stop anyone's death because I didn't believe it was stoppable, right? So like, if we know that death is inevitable, and we live that way, then like we have to see it. That's how the earth works. Like if it's in our minds and we believe it to be true, then it's going to show itself in our world. So it's not your fault. You just are now having to deal with that transition and I am speaking to you right now, telling yourself that it was your fault or that it's a problem or that you did anything wrong is just, it's not true at all. And it's not going to help. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going to help you connect with him spiritually, because it's heavy and it's a big weight and it's a block and it's unnecessary. You don't need it. You're liberated at this moment. You're liberated right now from trying to control the outcome from someone else's 3D reality, someone else's mission, someone else's life plan. You are now able to do what brings you the most joy in the world and fulfills you. And that's okay. We all make transitions and here's your time and it's okay to go there. And we support you fully. Amy says, Christine, we're here for you. It wasn't my husband, but weeks ago I did everything I could think of to save my cat. Roxy, spot on, and will take time. Right. Amy, yeah, we were here for you. And we are here to support. Like we all go through it and we all understand it. And so that's why we're here for each other. And, I know that it's not going to be the easiest journey. It's not going to necessarily be linear, but taking yourself out of the mind frame of blame and guilt and all those things is okay. And it's in fact the right thing to do. And you deserve it. And so does he, because again, like thinking that you did something wrong or having that guilt, it just is kind of like a block to his energy. That energy is going to be felt through feeling love and light and connection and gratitude and just being so thankful to connect with him. That's how you're going to feel him. So I'm not saying the sooner you get there, the better. I'm saying don't add to the time by punishing yourself for something that had nothing to do with you or your fault, if that makes sense. Okay. There will be a time when it feels more manageable, I guess is the way to say it. You will get there. And it just takes walking the path, one foot in front of the other. Kayla, sending you love as well, too. We got you. We're here from you. We're here for you. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. No, I don't want to talk about this stuff. No, I want to talk about. Okay. All right. Okay. If you go, yeah, and also Leanne linked the forum to my website. Like, that's why I created it. I want you guys to think of going there to connect with people and know that you can go to the website, roxytalks.com/forum, and talk about what you're going through and connect with other people who can guide you through it, who've been through it themselves, who can at least just connect and send you some love. So obviously here in the chat, and then if we're not on a live, roxytalks.com/forum, go in there, please, and talk, be there for each other. Okay. All right. Let's say something today. I know which one I want to say. Where is that quote? Oh, I found Tiffany, I found the questions you were asking about. What is my unique ability? There's a special skill I'm gifted with. This unique ability, fully realized and put to work, can provide enormous benefits to me and any organization I serve. Was that the question? I just found one. In my work, what produces the highest ratio of abundance and satisfaction to amount of time spent? What work do I do that doesn't seem like work, that I can do all day and not feel tired or bored? What do I most love to do? Those are those questions. You can answer these too. I'm at my best when I'm blank. When I'm at my best, the exact thing I'm doing is blank. When I'm doing that, the thing I love most about it is blank. That's how you find your zone of genius. But you should still, everybody read the book because it's worth it. I wanted to get the quote for today from this book because I really liked it. Oh, I fucking bookmarked the page. I'm sitting here flipping through it, skipping past the page. I bookmarked it on the bottom, so I know exactly where to go. And then I'm so good at stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. If you guys don't know the name of the book, this is our next book club book. It's called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. There we go. Gay Hendricks, The Big Leap. Excellent book. I almost didn't even make it book club because I just got it and I'm already almost done, but everybody needs to read it. I've been sending it to like all my friends and like all the people in my real life. I'm like, you must read this book. If you want to talk about it on the website, we'll have a book club post about it. Booked, marked. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Here is our mantra for today, or here's our affirmation today. It's coming from The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Here we go. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. So what he's saying is that it's good things do last. And the only reason that we think they don't is because we tell ourselves they don't. And because we tell ourselves they don't, then they manifest in not doing, right? So we are self-sabotaging ourselves. And the way to beat that is, remember, bookmarked page, got it right here, to expand our ideas of abundance, success, and love every day instead of contracting them, and shine that light to others around us and inspire those around us to do the same. And this is how we step into doing what we love, opening this door, and being willing to expect and affirm and say that good things last every day, or good things happen every day, and good times do last. And then also being really cautious of not doing that same old thing that brings about the pain or the suffering, letting the worries come through, letting the doubts pop up, letting your emotions dictate your thinking. So I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Thank you, IPEC. And hey, can everybody, if you want to type it, Caitlin had a weird dream where a man approached me and kept saying, "You are the cardinal." So strange and interesting. I read that aloud because I feel like people in the chat can explain like what a cardinal might mean, kind of maybe offer some insight into that. I don't have an answer, but I just feel like somebody in the chat will. Bowan Deep, I hope I said your name right, says, how can I affirm an SP if I don't know them? If I know them, but they don't have me on any social media. Check out my video called Manifesting a Stranger. That'll help. And I also, this week's podcast coming out on Wednesday, I'm talking about manifesting a relationship like out of thin air. No SP. Maybe haven't dated in a while. Obviously, the concept will work for anything or anyone. But that's coming out for the new podcast this week. Otherwise, I do have a video about manifesting a stranger, which the concept is that, manifesting someone that doesn't know you exist. So that video is already out there. Also, if you haven't yet, check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop on my website, roxytalks.com. I also have a free masterclass on the free resources page of roxytalks.com called The 5 Secrets That You Need to Know to Expertly Manifest a Specific Person. If you go to my website / the free resources page, it's like the first thing that pops up is that masterclass. So many options for you to like dive deep into this, depending on how deep you want to go with it, how far you want to throw yourself into this right now. If you want to like work on this relationship right this second, check out the workshop and you can get started right away. Ooh. How do you deal with time delay? There is no time delay. Your time. Time is a concept, just like money. Everything is here now. So why would you say there's a delay and create one if there's, you know what I mean? You got to think of it like that and just understand that when you say there's a time delay, you're also creating one. Because everything is already here now. So the concept of a time, there is no time. You make time. You are time. Again, a concept I learned in this book. I'm telling you, this book is fucking making a big, just over the weekend, I have learned and expanded so much on stuff just from this friggin' book. I'm also manifesting having Gay Hendricks on my podcast. So let's do that, guys. Okay. Christine, I already said I don't know about death. I don't know the inner workings of the universe. I gave you the best advice that I have. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. Natalie, thanks, doll. Appreciate you. I have more meditations and I'll have subliminals and all that kind of stuff coming very soon. Would I want to write a book? Absolutely. I will. I know I will eventually. I've already started writing a book. Suzanne says drink every time Roxy shows the book. Drink, motherfuckers. Okay. Yeah, I will write a book. So I'm already writing one. So yeah, I will have a book out at some point. Does my SP workshop work to attract an X? Absolutely. And it's really good for X's. It's good for any SP, but it's good for X's as well because there's a lot about rewriting your own story. And, when you have an X, part of the problem with an X is that the history involved with them is like, it's almost like a bag that comes along with, it's like the relationship itself has baggage because of like what you guys did in the past. And so the specific person workshop will help you kind of like break that stuff down so that you're not carrying drama back into your relationship and remanifesting the same problems again. Because that's generally what happens to people is that, well, we're all stuck in cycles and we just manifest the same type of situation playing out over and over throughout our lives in different situations. So 360 method or my specific person workshop is designed to help you catch those things and then redirect them so you no longer do that for yourself. Christine, yeah, stay with your kitties and just love on them because they're giving you love right now. And he's probably giving you love through them. And it sounds like you're accepting. So that's good. Bloom, what's your opinion on learning how to be an amazing singer, vocalist by using manifestation / divine guidance? My answer to this always is, yes, you can manifest anything, but understand that Beyonce is so good at what she does because she rehearses the shit out of her work. She works her ass off as a singer, and that's why she's the best. Not just because she's naturally talented, but because she does the work of a singer. So understand that, yes, you can manifest being a singer. You can learn how to manipulate your voice to mimic the notes that you want it to express. But the great singers of the world are great because they practice their craft. And so it's not just about manifestation. It's about actually being a singer. What does a singer do? They sing. So you got to actually do the work of it and do it well if you want to be successful at it, you know? I mean, actually, hold on. This is different than we're talking about having a recording artist career. Two different things, okay? Obviously, you can make a career and be successful doing anything that you want. If you want to be a good singer, I'm telling you, as a singer, you have to sing because it's a muscle and it needs to be worked out. You need to shake the dust off of it. So, like, and being good at singing is just like being good at shooting free throws. You get good at it by doing it 1,000 times, you know, and that's why it makes it look effortless, is because you've done it so many times that it is now. It's become second nature. But like, if it's not already within you naturally and you want to manifest it, just know that, like, people that are really good at what they do are good at it because they do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Caitlin, I love this. Think of time delay as listening to music. As you manifest, you cue new songs. You have to let the current song play out before the next one plays. I love that. That's really great. My opinion on subliminals to change your appearance. I don't really have an opinion on subliminals. I don't. If you think they work, then they work for you. You can change your appearance with affirmations, man, and you know, all just by changing what you think you see in your mind and what you say about yourself. So I just, like, if subliminals work for you, then it's because you think they work for you. And not that they wouldn't either way. It's just that, you know, you're doing it. So yeah. Oh, that's why I don't really talk about it. I just don't really have anything to say. It's like, if you think they work, then they do. Okay. What do I think allows instant manifestations? I had a few, but can't pinpoint the exact reason they happen instantly. I would say the easiest answer to that is the lack of resistance. It happened easy because you didn't contradict it. So it was able to come through really fast. And on that same token, think about how fast things come through if you don't contradict them. And if you're saying that things take a long time, imagine how many times you must be contradicting them then, you know? If you've done instant manifestation before, you know how fast it can happen. Imagine, I never said it like this. I'm going to start it over one more time so everybody's listening. If you've done instant manifestation before, if you've experienced instant manifestation, then you know how fast it can work without opposition. If you are in a time delay right now, or if you feel like your manifestation is not coming through, or you are wondering where it is, how many times a day do you think you are canceling that out? Or you are offering resistance to it? If you know how fast a manifestation can come through, I've seen things come through in sometimes they're instant, right? Sometimes it's like 15, 20 minutes of a new thought, or what seemed like a new thought. Seconds to 20 minutes-ish can be how long it takes to manifest something. If it's not happening in that length of time, and I'm not saying that's the gold standard, I'm just saying we've seen it happen, right? How much resistance are you offering to the thing that you keep saying is not happening? When you know things can happen in an instant, imagine the amount of resistance you must have built up for this thing to be still taking long. Get it? Does that make sense? Christy says, say it louder for the people in the back. Thanks, Leanne. Leanne quoted it so I could read it back. If you've done instant manifestation before, then you know how fast it can work without opposition. Thank you. There you go. What are my most recent instant manifestations? Man, I had so many synchronicities all weekend, especially since I started reading this book. Me and my husband have been like thinking and saying the exact same like sentence just so many times this weekend. And he's always like in a good mood. He probably should meditate more. Like my psychic says, Chris should probably, I didn't mean to say his name, whatever. I said it. He should probably meditate and like sit down and take some time. But he's just kind of like always in a good mood and doesn't really stress about anything. So I know that if I'm like synced up to him, if we're kind of in line, then I'm on a good space because he's always just like chilling, going with the flow. Everything's cool. Nothing's a problem. Everything's great. So when we're kind of in that space and we're like connecting about things and we're talking about our future and we're doing all these things and we're just like finishing each other's sentences, that's kind of what that would be. I don't know how I don't know. And then I sent my mom a picture today of my husband holding my cat. And the moment I sent it to her, she got like from her work, a file came through from a client who had my exact name. At the exact same moment she got the text from me that happened. So it's just like, I don't know. Those aren't necessarily like manifestations, but it's hard for me to answer that question because like everything's a manifestation and things are always coming to fruition and amazing things are always happening. So I don't know it's just like, that's some things I've experienced today or this weekend. I don't know. Okay. It's hot. Julia, how exactly do you script? I have several videos on scripting and I also, I don't know, actually scripting bundle's not available, is it? No, it's not available right now. Check out my several videos on scripting. Oh, I have a fan right here. What am I doing? All right, it's time to go. I gotta do my podcast. Tiffany says, this has been an amazing Mindset Monday. So many gems. Just love this community. Thanks, Tiffany. I love you and appreciate you. And thank you. Oh, this feels good. Air. Sorry, my mic is right above me too. So you're probably getting my air. Oh. Okay. We've reached the point where I'm like, all the questions are starting to overwhelm me as they're still coming through. I'm like, all right, I guess it's time for me to get off. Okay. So are different realities actually playing out without you? Or are they just potential? I believe they're potential because I believe that it's like a snapshot of reality that you like move through. If you go there, if you go to it, I think. But it's like, I don't really even know, obviously. Okay. I love you all. I appreciate you. We're all building our vibrations. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I appreciate you guys. Love each other. I have manifesting video. I have all kinds. I've answered that question on videos. Sorry, I've answered like 20 of your questions today. Manifestation one at a time or multiple. Check out my 360 method and that'll answer your question. You're already manifesting all things right now. So yeah, change the content and you change what you manifest. Change the content of your mind and you manifest what you manifest. Oh my God, I can't even finish the fucking sentence. Thanks, Dina. Everyone have an amazing week. Search Roxy Talks on YouTube. There's a video for everything. I've literally made like every fucking video that I can think of that you guys can ask me about. Okay. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you, IPEC. Thank you for understanding. And yeah, what is the video I made? Yeah, 360 method. There's 2 of them. And I think the older one, I talk about multiple manifestation. I don't know. I've made so many fucking videos, man. Every thought that you think is an affirmation. Okay. Here's the answer to, should I manifest one thing at a time or multiple? Do you think about only one thing at a time in the course of a day? No, you do not. So there's your answer. If you are thinking about more than one thing throughout the course of the day, you're manifesting about more than one thing throughout the course of the day. Therefore, you're already doing it. So change what you're saying about each and every situation in your life if you want to change the whole thing, or change where it doesn't work out for you and change it to something that does. And that's how you change your world, through your thoughts and your words, because they're manifesting. Is there a video to eliminate resistance? Probably, I'm sure. I know I've made like circumstances don't matter, mental diet, ignoring your 3D reality. Hey, you manifested the opposite. This is what it means. Like, I've literally done it all, man. Like, I can't even, like, the only thing I knew that I hadn't done was manifesting a relationship out of thin air with a complete stranger. And that episode is coming out on Wednesday. So like, other than that, I feel like I've done it all that I have to speak on. You know what I mean? Leanne, thank you. So Leanne linked the older 360 video. She might be linking the new one. If not, the new one's actually on my homepage when you first go to YouTube. It's like the first video that plays. Should be. Okay. Dean, I love you. Sending love and hugs. Good vibes. Every day is the best day of your life. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right, everybody, go do your thing. Go work in your zone of genius, your spiral of genius. Figure out what it is that makes you complete and whole on planet Earth, and then start doing more of that every day. Put it as the priority. So do it before the things that you think you have to do, or reprioritize your day so that it is prioritized. Doing some of that thing that is your zone of genius or your spiral of genius, doing it every single day, doing things that you love to do every single day so that keeps you in a place where you feel satisfied and fulfilled and that your cup is full. Meditate every day. Keep your eyes and your mind on your affirmations, aka all of your thoughts, because every thought is an affirmation, and you're either affirming the reality that you want to be in or you're not. I mean, there's really no other option. So 360 method, roxytalks.com if you want to talk about coaching, one-on-one. I've got the specific person workshop that will help you if you're doing love stuff. If you're working on your love life or relationships, check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. We also have a Confident AF workshop if you're working on confidence, 30 days of alignment if you want to start making a practice for yourself every single day that you stick to that'll help you progress as a conscious creator. That would be my 30 days of alignment. And of course, the 360 method, my official program and official method, is coming very soon, the program. So roxytalks.com, go there and, look around and stuff, connect with your fellow peeps, check out the blog, check out the podcast, watch some videos, figure out what your zone of excellence is, and, leave it in the book club post. How many minutes is recommended to meditate? I meditate like 15 to 30 minutes a day, but it's whatever feels good for you. Liam, thanks for putting all my quotes up. I appreciate you. Okay. Duck, it's been easy. It's getting easier every single day. The good times last. Good times stay and they last, okay? Vivica, how do you meditate? Go to my website, roxytalks.com, and check out my meditation guide on the free resources tab. All right. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Check out the podcast this week, Manifesting a Brand New Relationship Out of Thin Air with Nobody, ever no SP or whatever and whatnots. That's not the whole title. It might be part of it. I don't really know. Podcast comes out at 9 a.m. Wednesday, 9 a.m. PST Wednesday mornings. And I will be putting this podcast up on YouTube, but I'm going to put it up at like 6 in the morning and see what happens. So I love you all. I appreciate you. Panda Bear, you have the best week ever. Everybody here have the best week ever. I love you. Do the thing that you love most. Make it a priority. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye. That was Bailey. Sorry, Bailey. I didn't mean to steal your bye. Bye. That one's more like me. Okay, bye.